Okay, so we're back and ready to keep digging into this whole authenticity thing.
Yeah.
We started talking about it last time, but like,
Part one.
exactly, part one.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's so much more here, especially when we think about like
Right.
how being alone can really help you get to know yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really key piece. Like all this stuff about being authentic. It doesn't just happen when you're with other people, right?
No, totally. And some of the material we're looking at this time really digs into that. Like how those moments of solitude can be so powerful for really understanding
Mm-hmm.
who you truly are at your core.
It's like when you're alone, that's when you can really drop the act. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. It's like you're
No.
not putting on a show for anyone. You could just be.
Right. Exactly. No performance. Just you.
And in that space,
Mm.
there's this chance to really look at yourself, honestly. Like seeing both your strengths and your weaknesses
Yeah.
without judgment.
Yeah, that's huge. That non-judgmental part. Because I think so often we're so hard on ourselves.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's like
Oh.
we have this inner critic that's always pointing out our flaws.
Totally. And this is where that idea of self-compassion comes in. It's like being a good friend to yourself, even when you mess up.
I love that. Being your own best friend.
It's essential
Yeah.
because you're not aiming for perfection here, right? It's about accepting all of you, the good, the bad, and the in-between.
And when you can do that, when you can accept yourself fully, that's where real authenticity starts to blossom.
It's like you're giving yourself permission to just be who you are.
Exactly. And the cool thing is, when you're comfortable with yourself, like truly comfortable with being alone,
Right.
it doesn't have to be lonely.
Not at all. It can actually be really enjoyable. Like there's this whole world of solo activities out there just waiting to be explored.
But what kind of stuff?
Oh man, anything you can think of, really. Like maybe you love reading, curl up with a good book, spend the afternoon at a museum, take yourself on a hike.
It's like taking yourself on a date.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's about finding those things that light you up and doing them just for you.
I love that. So we've got self-acceptance. We've got finding joy in our own company. What else helps us tap into that authentic self when we're alone?
Boundaries. Definitely, setting boundaries is crucial.
Ooh, yeah. How so?
Well, think about it. When you're by yourself, you're not distracted by other people's energy. So you can really tune into your own needs. And when you know what drains you and what energizes you, you can start setting boundaries to protect that energy.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like saying no to things that don't feel right and yes to things that really light you up.
Exactly. It's about being intentional with your time and energy and making sure that you're honoring your true self.
So it's like those moments alone
Yeah,
can really help you figure out what your values are.
absolutely. And then you can use those values to guide your decisions and how you interact with the world.
It's like a ripple effect, right? Like it starts with that inner work and then it extends outwards.
Totally. And speaking of inner work, there's this other piece that's so important. It's about trusting your own sufficiency.
What does that mean?
It means knowing that you are enough, just as you are, without needing anyone else's approval.
That's a powerful concept.
It is, and it's something that you can really cultivate in solitude. Because when you're alone, you're not bombarded with external messages about what you should be or how you should look.
Yeah, it's like you can finally tune out all that noise.
Exactly. And in that silence, you can start to hear your own inner voice. The one that tells you that you're worthy, you're valuable, you're whole.
I love that. And something that really stuck with me was this idea of a daily affirmation.
Oh, yeah.
Like saying to yourself, I am whole, I am enough, I am worthy.
It seems simple, but it's so powerful because you're basically rewiring your brain to believe those things.
Yeah, and I think it ties into what we were saying before about self-compassion. Like it's another way to be kind to yourself.
Absolutely. It's about nurturing that sense of self-love and acceptance.
So we've talked about accepting ourselves, finding joy in our own company, setting boundaries, trusting our sufficiency. What else is there?
Well, authenticity isn't static, right? It's about growth. But it's important to make sure that that growth is aligned with your true self.
So it's not just about changing for the sake of changing. It's about evolving in a way that feels authentic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So being open to new experiences is great, but you always want to check in with yourself and ask, does this resonate with my values? Does this feel true to me?
I love that. It's
Yeah.
like having this internal compass that guides you.
Exactly. It's about trusting your intuition and making choices that feel aligned with who you are at your core.
Okay, so we're almost at the end here, but there's one more piece that I want to touch on. It's about celebrating your uniqueness.
Yes, this is so important because in a world that often pushes us towards conformity, it's so easy to lose sight of what makes us special.
Yeah, I feel that.
But when you're alone, you have this amazing opportunity to really appreciate those qualities that make you you.
So it's like taking the time to really see yourself
Yeah,
and all the things that make you unique and beautiful.
exactly. And it can be really helpful to actually write those things down. Like make a list of all the things that you love about yourself.
I like that. It's like a little self-love ritual.
It is. And it can be so powerful for boosting your self-esteem and helping you to embrace your authentic self.
This has been such a great conversation. I feel like we've really uncovered some valuable insights about how being alone can help us to connect with our authentic selves.
Yeah, I agree. It's like those quiet moments can be so transformative if we use them intentionally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So as you go about your day, I encourage you to really think about these things. How can you embrace your strengths and flaws? How can you find joy in your own company? How can you set boundaries that honor your true self? And how can you celebrate all the things that make you uniquely you?
And most importantly, remember that you are enough, just as you are.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into authenticity. It's been a pleasure exploring these ideas with you.
Likewise.
We'll see you next time.
See you then.